Hi everybody! Today we will learn how to conjugate the verb dormir. Hoy vamos a aprender cómo conjugar el verbo dormir. El verbo dormir significa to sleep. The verb dormir means to sleep. Significa means, okay? So, conjugando el verbo irregular, conjugating the irregular verb dormir. Vamos a ver los tiempos verbales más utilizados en español. We will see the verbal tenses that are more used in Spanish. So, dormir literally means to sleep, but there is a slight difference between to sleep and to fall asleep in Spanish, right? So, for example, we use the verb to sleep when we say, I am sleeping, right? Or I will sleep. But the action to fall asleep in Spanish, we use this verb in its reflexive form, right? It will be dormirse, like this. Dormir, and now with the reflexive ending, se. Okay? This is the verb in the infinitive. Dormirse is to fall asleep. Okay? So, how do we use this verb like every other reflexive verb? We add the reflexive particle in between of the subject and the verb, right? Which is the particle? For me, it would be me. For you, would be te. For he, she, se. Nos, for we, or for us. For you plural, or you plural, or they, okay? So, for example, if I want to say, I will fall asleep, I say, yo, for I, me duermo. He will fall asleep. Él se duerme, or she will fall asleep. Ella se duerme. You will fall asleep, I say, tú te duermes. Now, the formal you, the formal pronoun for you, that is usted, right, in Spanish. Usted se duerme, right? Remember that usted is conjugated as he or she, right? We fall asleep, we say, nosotros nos dormimos. For you plural will fall asleep in the Spanish form in Spain. Vosotros os dormís. Now, the Latin American way of saying you fall asleep, you plural, ustedes se duermen, and they fall asleep, we say ellos se duermen, okay? Same thing for the past, the future. For example, if I want to say, I fell asleep, I will say, yo me dormí. You fell asleep, tú te dormiste, okay? And then with the other tenses is the same. Now let's work with the basic form, just the verb dormir, that is to sleep, right? Not to fall asleep, just to sleep. In the present or presente. Yo duermo. Yo duermo means I sleep. Tú duermes. Tú duermes, you sleep. Él duerme or ella duerme. He sleeps or she sleeps. Nosotros dormimos. We sleep. Vosotros dormís. You plural sleep. Ustedes duermen. You plural sleep. And ellos duermen. Ellos duermen, they sleep. For example, if I want to say, they sleep deeply, I say, ellos duermen profundamente. Okay? Or, we sleep with our eyes closed. Okay? nosotros dormimos con los ojos cerrados. Okay? Let's go to simple past. Pasado simple. Okay? We also call this tense pretérito indefinido. Yo dormí. Tú dormiste, for you slept. Él or ella durmió, for he or she slept. Nosotros dormimos. Oops, here. I missed that. Nosotros dormimos is like this. Nosotros dormimos. Vosotros dormisteis. Ustedes durmieron. And ellos durmieron, for they slept. Let's see now the simple future, right? Simple future, I will sleep. Yo dormiré. I will sleep. Tú dormirás. You will sleep. Él or ella dormirá. Nosotros dormiremos. Vosotros dormiréis. Ustedes dormirán. And ellos dormirán. You can see that in the future tense, the verb is perfectly regular, right? Because the root of the verb, dorm, the root remains unchanged, dorm, and we just add the regular ending for the conjugation of the future tense, right? Here, however, in the present tense, in the simple past, we see how it is irregular, because from the root of the verb, dorm, we have already changed here. Oh, here it is the same, dorm, but here it changed to durm. You see? Here too, durm and durm. And in the present tense, the first and the second and third persons also change the root of the verb from dorm to durm, to duerm actually. And these two, the last two as well. So this verb is regular in the future tense. We said, yo dormiré means I will sleep. If I want to say, I will fall asleep, how do we say that? I will fall asleep. The action. Remember, we use this. I will fall asleep. Yo me dormiré. If I want to say, they will fall asleep. Ellos se dormirán. Right? Now, let's see the alternative future tense. Like in English, we have I will sleep. We can also say I am going to sleep, right? It's another way of speaking of the future. In Spanish, too, we use the verb to go, right? To say I am going to sleep. So, this is how it works. Yo voy a dormir, right? We only conjugate the verb to go, that is the auxiliary verb. So the verb dormir stays in infinitive. Yo voy a dormir means I am going to sleep. Tú vas a dormir. Él, ella va a dormir. Nosotros vamos a dormir. Vosotros vais a dormir. Ustedes van a dormir, and ellos van a dormir, for they are going to sleep. And if I want to say, you are going to fall asleep, how do we say that? The action to fall asleep. You are going to fall asleep. Tú te vas a dormir, right? Or tú vas a dormirte, right? So here, when we have an auxiliary verb, we can put the ending, right, the reflexive particle at the end of the verb, right? Dormirte. Yo voy a dormirme. But I can also say yo me voy a dormir. It's putting